깻잎에 뺀샤 해라. 깻잎에 뺀샤. 나중에 우리가 상황을 사는 데는 안 돼. 한국은 또도 뺀샤를 해서는 이것이 내일 따도 상황 따도 때문에 내일은 비니까
such a big center here. This is Losining's Meditation and Science Center, and it was inaugurated in 2017 by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Here we have the monks who are studying science, and we have 6 years of course where we have the science, neuroscience, physics, and biology as the major course for the monks. The reason why we have established such a big center is because one of His Holiness's commitment is to promotion of the human values. And the ultimate goal of this center is to serve as a facilitating center to materialize some of His Holiness's vision, and therefore His Holiness always emphasizes about the importance of incorporating science and Buddhism and spirituality together to serve the humanity. That's how this center came into existence in the very first. So we are very glad that you have visited here, and I'll take you a tour of this whole center and try to show you some of the facilities that we have for the monks. So please follow me as I take you there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
If I start with here. This is one of the classrooms that we have. We have 4 classrooms, and this is like a smaller one. So usually one class has like 40 to 60 students. So we have to make sure that we are able to accommodate 60 students in a classroom. The Loseling Monastery itself has like 18 years of academic education, Buddhist philosophy academic education. So the science has 6 years of courses. So during the last 4 years of their academic education, they joined a science class. And then, the 5th and the 6th years are included in the Gelug examination. So they're doing the science in the 1st and the 2nd year of the Gelug examination, that is Karam 1 and Karam 2. So this is the classroom that we have, and I'll take you to the laboratory in a few minutes so that to show you, And right now we have some lay people teaching science, as well as the science scholars, the monastic themselves, who are taking classes. But the ultimate goal is to make them sustainable so that the monks themselves can teach. And therefore, initially this program, Emory and Tibet Science Initiative, was started in 2008, and we had 6 years of course where they tested and did the pilot test. And then after that we came to the implementation phase where monks are studying like 6 years of course. And then we kind of like transition to the sustainability phase where monks are getting trained in the research, and then pedagogy, that is the how to teach science for the monks. And then we are trying to nurture some of the teachers, some researchers, monastic researchers, so that they can become monastic scholars and can work with the Western scholars and scientists in order to serve the humanity later. So that is the ultimate goal of the center.
How do you select the student for this course?
The 6 years of course that we have here, we do not have a selection as such. All the monastics, like from one classroom, a certain classroom, they come to this center and learn science. But when they move to the sustainability phase, then we have the examination. Those monks who are interested to learn further, they can take the entrance exam and then go to the sustainability phase. And now we are transitioning to one cohort is transitioning to the specialization course, so that if someone is interested in physics, they can specialize in physics. And if someone is interested in neuroscience, then he can specialize in neuroscience. So this is the state where we are now. But we have around 500 monks who are studying science, because we have from different classes. This is the, even though the other monasteries have science center also, but then we have the largest number of students. Yeah. All right. Let me know if you have questions or any, so that we can just discuss.
The monks who study here,
Yes.
who study here, have
Uh-huh.
basic foundation
Uh-huh.
of mathematics, biophysics in their monastery. Monastery,
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
how do they have the foundation course such as biology, physics, chemistry,
Uh-huh. The course that we have designed for the monks,
from very
Oh.
basic?
from very basic, and then if we compare the highest level of the six years of education with that of the lay academic education, I think it will come to the second year of undergrad or something like that. But then after that, they can go to the sustainability phase where they can learn, and then in depth of the content they want to learn, and then also getting trained in the research. We have scholars from the specialized teachers from other countries like America, Canada, who come to summer here, and then
But my understanding is
Uh-huh.
in that very typical monastery, and the Tibetan monastery, the education is not secular. It's not secular. They have no science subjects like mathematics, physics, chemistry. So without having studied those subjects, how they can study as like a medicine, something like that.
we have the basics here.
In the monastery?
No, here itself.
Here.
This is the part of it monastery. It's not a separate branch. Now it has become mandatory for the monastery during the last years of their course, the last 4 years of their course, to take science. So it's not a separate course as such. I think in the Loseling school, they might have learned basic science because they have till class 10 there. They might have some basics, but then from here itself also we are introducing the basic things. Chemistry to some extent, but then the major focus is neuroscience, biology, and physics. Yeah.
Let's go. 왼쪽 목소리 영어만 해주세요. 그런 쪽 지금 목소리 그런 쪽 줄까?
Ah,
왼쪽 목소리 영어.
The speciality of this science program, I think, is it's completely taught in the Tibetan language. So this might be the first time that we are kind of like teaching high-level content in Tibetan language itself. Yes, translated one. Initially, we had some problems because we did not have like a corresponding Tibetan word for the scientific terms. But now we have some of the words, the majority of the words that we have translated. And we have a committee that holds a meeting every year for the standardization of the scientific terms. We initially kind of like standardized from here and then sent to the Department of Education in Central Tibetan Administration. And then they finalize it. And we have all the standardized terms that are available in the website, so we can use it while we're translating. The board that you see on the walls, all those are made by the monks themselves. During the opening ceremony, we had an exhibition to His Holiness the Dalai Lama in 2017. And this is the physics lab. So this lab and the other lab is the neuroscience and biology lab. So we have some of we try to incorporate activities as much as we can in order to make learning engaging so that monks will understand. And then while, when they become kind of like graduate from this course and teach the centers to a different part of the world, they can also act as a teacher for teaching. So this is the lab that we're using as a facility for the teaching materials. Yeah. So this is the first one. The other one is the biology and the
อันนี้เป็นห้อง this one is for physics อันนี้เป็นห้องเรียนฟิสิกส์ครับแล้วเดี๋ยวจะมีห้องเรียนชีววิทยาแล้วก็ภาษาวิทยา
We can walk around and just see, and then we can go to the other lab, and then this is just a demonstration of what we have.
All the text that is being used is both bilingual, right?
Yes, yes. We have one side is English and the other side is Tibetan. Just have a I can give you the link to the website where we can access these materials. Website.
All the text are on the website.
Just this science textbooks are available at that website. Not in the classroom, we have over there. But then whenever we teach the science, we encourage the monastics to compare the content with the Buddhist text so that they can develop a holistic view. Because there is certain information and in-depth knowledge that are Buddhist texts, but then it's not in the science. While as the technology advances, there are a lot of discoveries made by the science. And there are certain contains that are not in the Buddhist text that are there in the science. So they can complement each other and people understand the phenomena of the world. That's how we encourage them. Sometimes we hold, because I don't know
Sorry.
So, those models that you see around, all the handmade models were made by the monks themselves. I think that's a very special thing because, it's easy to get a model from the, shop and all those things, but to develop, to build something and it's the real science. And also you see a poster here. We have a group of monks who are trained in the research also during the sustainability phase. So monks have developed certain questions, certain hypotheses, and then throughout the year they have done some experiment research. This is a very preliminary, research at a very early stage, but I think this is the first thing time that we're coming scientific poster in Tibetan language. And we are very happy to see that because I feel like this is the stage where we monks are taking, the role of doing some science. And then in future, probably the findings will become more humanity. So this is a very big step for us. Yeah. So this is one of the research. And then the other group has also done another research. And we have 10 monasteries and nunneries working together as a group. So we have the three major Ganden, Jebung, and Sera, three major monasteries. And then we have some other small monasteries and nunneries who are also taking the same course and doing the same work as us. So sometimes during the summer we come here and have a very intensive summer course here, and then go to their own nunneries and monasteries and carry out the work that they have done, and then publish some, newspapers or posters like this. So this is how the work, the science course itself is designed. Yeah. That's all. Yes. 공부가 채우나?
ไม่รู้ด้วยกันนะครับผมแต่ไม่เอารองเท้าดีๆมาเดินกัดคนเยอะจริงๆรองเท้าดีๆช่วยได้ไม่เหนื่อยไม่เหนื่อย
This is our meditation hall. We mentioned this is the meditation and science center, so we have the meditation center here. Usually we have some winter retreat for the exchange students from Emory University in America come here and take some very short courses. And then also we have the winter retreat from the cognitively based compassion training in Emory. They come here and hold a winter retreat, and they study about some of the mind training techniques that are mentioned in the Buddhist text. Recently we had around 30 people from Mexico who came here and studied Buddhism and contemplative Buddhist concept for last 10 years or 10 days or so. And then now we have next 3 days or something, we have another 250 some people from different part of the world coming here and joining for a very short course on the Tibetan Buddhism as well as the contemplative nature of the Buddhist text. Usually throughout the year we are trying to hold some very introductory courses, Buddhist introductory courses for the lay people around here. So almost every Sunday we have some meditation here, and then courses, and then kind of like mind training classes for the lay people in the monastery nearby the Tibetan community in this area. I think the reason why the contemplative science has become very important because we are facing more psychological problems than ever. And I think, through the scientific research, many benefits of the meditation has, kind of like found out, saying that if you can meditate at least like two minutes a day for a few months, it's developing or helping you to develop your immune system, right? And then also there's some research that is done by highly trained neuroscientists who are saying that those highly advanced meditators can show very high gamma waves. If you know about the brain waves, gamma is supposed to be the wave that has the highest frequency. That is not seen very often in the ordinary people, but highly advanced meditators are showing very high and then long, lasting gamma waves. And then also some of the experiments that were done in the medical clinical applications is that some of the meditations can help to make someone responsive for the immunization that we take. We take vaccines, right, in order to kind of like prevent ourselves from diseases. And people, those who have practiced meditation for like 8 weeks or so, develops the immune system so that they become responsive for the immunization. So I think those are the very good findings to show that meditation is very, very, very helpful for the health. So those are very simple findings that we have, so far. But then, as we go forward, I hope we'll find more compelling evidence so that we can combine these two traditions, science and the Buddhism, or science and the spirituality for the humanity. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal of this. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for coming here. Yes.
Thank you very much for your explanations of this marvelous explanations. We learned many things. Thank you very much.
There we had breakfast.
Cool. กียร์ทิ้ง
आदमी नहीं है
anh đi theo quỳ rồi.
वीडियो करना